Alright, I am back again, and I'm doing a quick comparison video, hopefully quick, against the Nextool S11 Pro and the Leatherman Squirt PS4. Now, there's things I like about each, and there's things I dislike about each. As you can honestly tell, the Nextool is a little bit bigger. It's also a little bit on the thicker side. I mean, goes without saying. But overall, for the price, it don't seem like it's half bad. There's, like I said, some things I like, some things I dislike. Right off the bat, the finish just feels like just regular powder coat and nothing special. I don't know what this finish is. It seems to be relatively durable and smooth. I just like it a little bit better. And it, in my opinion, it actually looks a little bit better too. It doesn't look quite as cheap as the Leatherman. Now, right off the bat, you'll notice this little mini keyring here is missing off of this one, Leatherman. I had to scavenge it and put it on this one right here. If you don't have a small keyring like that as a go-between, you will not be able to get the knife or the little nail file open. Also, maybe if I read the instructions, but this pushes in and out, whereas on the Leatherman, it just kind of swivels around. Functionally, everything about the Nextool feels a little bit more sturdy. And the reason I quit using this squirt is because, if you can tell, the little rivet for the pliers just snapped. Wasn't doing anything too heavy. I mean, anything really more than just removing staples or something like that. It seems like it's really too much for the squirt. I have not had to really put this through the paces yet, but it seems to be overall more, just feels better. As far as pliers go, I mean, they're serviceable. Will they replace a actual set of pliers? Absolutely not. But I mean, for something like gripping paper clips, I think, or staples, I think that would work. Cutting zip ties probably would work using the little wire cutter. That's all I really use the pliers for anyway. They're not, if I need anything more heavy duty than that, I just get actual pliers. One thing of interest is, the only place I've noticed finish coming off is right there. That's just from opening this a few times, really. Opening the pliers just a handful of times and no real use. But you can see a little bit where finish right there. Not that deal breaker. So, some other things. The knife on the squirt. This is my second time trying to do this freaking video, and that same plane is coming back and doing another low pass. Just circling overhead. But this knife blade is a single bevel. It would focus. Not a deal breaker. I use, even though I'm predominantly left-handed, I use single bevel blades from time to time. Again, no big deal. I do kind of like the point on it a little bit, but compared to this, on the Nextool, really, I don't know how well this would work for opening letters and stuff. Maybe fine for boxes, but it's double-edged blade, double bevel blade. It's and they put what the steel is. I think it would be an okay blade. Next, we'll switch over to the nail file. on the squirt. You've got your coarse diamond and your finer single edge. On the Nextool, as you see, I have been using it. It's got the diamond edge. Peculiarly enough, I've been testing this, the backside. It is textured, almost like it's trying to mimic a diamond hone, very fine diamond hone. It's the only part of this that has that kind of texture on it. I don't know if they were trying to use it as a smooth nail file or not. If they were, it's very poor execution. It kind of works, but not really. If they weren't, that's a lot of missed real estate where they could do something like that. I mean, it will kind of halfway do the trick, but not really all that well. Let's move on to the screwdriver sections. Use my other hand. As you can see, you've got a flat head, and you've got something that will work as a Phillips head. In this case, let me get them on the same side. I think the bottle opener on the Nextool would be a little bit better. I've never actually had to use it on any of them. Maybe if the blade was on the flathead, was a little bit wider, that would be better. And I don't necessarily know if I like having the ridge in the middle for the what's supposed to be the Phillips head. I mainly use the Phillips head just to get up underneath staples. It does an excellent job of that. I don't know how that would work on the Nextool. But, I mean, overall, everything on the Nextool does feel a little bit better. There's one thing, though, I will throw out. This thing has the little SIM card punch tool. I don't know when I'll ever use that. I don't know of anything I own that would have a need of that. I would rather they just not have that. Just my opinion. Last real thing to focus on would be the scissors. Now, as you can see right there, you have that little notch, tiny little notch, where you can go in with the nail catch that little groove and open up your scissors. On the Nextool, that's all you got. You have to basically go in and catch that right there, and as you can see, yes, it actually ripped my thumbnail in the course of just recording this video. It ripped my thumbnail trying to open that up. And yes, that goes back into the meat of my thumb. Now, that's the way it folds down. Now you may think this looks a little funky, but with the scissors it actually folds like that. Let's put them side by side and compare. Again, the Nextool is a lot beefier. And I mean, everything about them feels more solid. They feel more solid in the hand. They feel like they could handle a little bit heavier duty cutting. just handling just now gave me a reminder just how flimsy the scissors on the Squirt feel. One thing where I will say the Squirt does better, this is mainly if you're trying to, get in close somehow. Look at and this, I'm not real good at all this stuff, but and I don't have a good setup for recording such videos, but let's just take a look. On the Nextool, right here, these points are kind of on the blunt side, whereas on the Leatherman, they're nice and pointy. You can get in a whole lot closer to cut stuff. Like if you had like a hangnail or something like that you need to just snip off, or some other anything you really need to get close with, you can get a whole lot closer on the Squirt than you can with the Nextool. Yeah, the scissors may feel more sturdy and they may be able to take a little bit more punishment, but sometimes I think I wouldn't mind it being able to get a little bit tighter on the point. And with the way the Nextool folds, they should be able to do that. I mean, when you close this up, closes like that. You don't have that to worry about. All you have to, I mean, when you do this, to fold it up, that basically gives you a little bit more real estate where you could easily just come out and a little bit more and have a little bit sharper point. I mean, overall, I like the design. It allows you to get a bit more, but I want more of a point, and I want a better way to get this out. And I don't know if this little bit right here is supposed to rest on the frame to help pull that out. That would make sense. But as you can see, it goes down below the frame. The only way I have to open up the scissors is right there. And you saw real time what that can do to your finger. This is the second time, and I've had this thing 2 weeks, that it has ripped my thumbnail to pieces. So that's just my thoughts on the matter. I mean, overall, for the price, it's not that bad. It definitely feels more substantial than the Squirt. And I think overall, it will serve me better. It's just a few little things. Like if they took that nail file and they put a fine file on the back, they put a little bit more point on the scissors and then make it easier to actually get the scissors open, I would probably really have no complaints. That's just my thoughts on the matter. Let me know what you think. Later.